Hello, my name is Qu Zhang. Welcome to my presentation of study proposal. Well, firstly, I'd like to talk about the field of study. The goal of this course is to use new technologies to study how to make people happiness and well-being. The reason why I choose this subject is, in today's society, many people choose to eat delicious foods to release their bad moods and make themselves feel happiness and well-being when faced with stress. And Dr. Gabriela from the State University of New York and Buffalo has also studied the link between food and emotions, and she points out people often associate specific food with positive emotions and experiences from their childhood. For example, that happy emotions you feel when you ate these foods as a child, like mother's cooking, hometown special food. Your brain stores it all, so when you grow up and eat that food again, it triggers every precious memories. And I found that recently, many people don't know how to express their emotions, but they immediately give praise when they eat delicious foods. There are many such examples around me, and the happiness that food brings to people can be seen in many comics and film productions. So I decided to do a topic related to emotion expression to explore the application of 3D visual graphics in emotion expression. This is existing literature talking about the link between food and emotions. And I found that many books, journals, and articles on the internet illustrate the strong link between food and emotions, thus proving that the idea that food can make people well-being and happiness is valid. The main audience of my project is 18 to 45. They choose to leave their hometown or even their own country to study and work. These people are often plagued by homesickness in foreign countries, missing their mom's cooking, missing specialties of their hometowns. So the purpose of this project is to collect the food memories of these people and evoke their precious memories with their visual and taste senses. And the second target of my project is people who are too shy to express their emotions. And sometimes they don't know how to express their happiness even they can feel it. So this project is also served for those who lack of the ability to express and feel well-being and happiness. And this is the methodology I used. First, I will classify sweet, sour, bitter, salty, and fresh and find the corresponding food. Then group people for test experiment to find out what kind of food people eat that makes them feel happy immediately and what kind of food evokes fond memories of the past. From the right, we can say I find some sweet food that I investigate. A lot of people think sweet food can make them happier. As I investigated, I found many people think dessert and sweet things can make them happier, so I collected some dessert pictures from the internet. As we can see from the left, we can see these foods exploding like a firework for energy and passionate. I think it can kind of like a visual inspiration for my work. And finally, I will picture the result of test experiments, combine the image of fruits with people's taste sensations, such as people's brains exploding like fireworks when they eat sweet food. And this is a visual experiment I did. I combined fruit and dessert images with people's taste sensations. And eat delicious food is happy things, so I use strong color and colorful colors to express happy feelings. And after I done that, I think about how to make my ideas paintings become three-dimensional so that the audience can immerse themselves in the happiness. Well, it's a GIF I did in the class. I think it's interesting, but too simple and straightforward. I want to find a new technology I never touched and never used. It's more challenging for me. So I solved some 3D modeling software. I found Nomad is more easier. I can operate on iPad, and there are many simple kneading tools in Nomad. I can knead any pattern I want. You can download a lot of free materials on the internet, such as glass bottles, metal, and other materials. The second technology I used is Reality Composer. I found other air filter on the internet, but it all uses scan code. Reality Composer is most suitable for me because I can put my patterns in human body parts. It's like a human body installation filter. And then I searched some relevant case studies. I found other practitioners also use air technology and 3D modeling to develop their work, like Aliska Janikova. He uses air technology to represent, and each sculpture can be seen in a new light. I think it's really interesting. And in relevant case studies too, the practitioners use 3D modeling to develop her work, and I quote a sentence from her website. She points out, "We're likely to enter a future where there is a lack of nature food, and perhaps artificial food has gradually become a necessary trend." So I think it's really interesting to use a new technology to find a new style of food. And this is relevant case study 3, called Food Has Feelings, is my favorite one. They use food as an entry point to explore new interactions with favorite food through interactive storytelling device. After when you pick up the food, it talks.
Ready?
So after all this research, I made my own software experiments. First, I built the pattern I want in Nomad, and then import the model from Nomad into Procreate for coloring, and export the colored model in USDZ file mode to the Reality Composer to create the air filter, and then place the mold on the body part that you want to appear, and the filter is ready to use. As this part, I almost stuck because my file is so big and my iPad don't have enough memory. But after I searched online, I learned some tips, so I got it. And this is my anticipated project outcomes. I will using this mockup to make my air filter and air filter poster to advertising my air filter. In this poster, we can see the photographics are rotating. This is because we can often see the film and television drama in which the characters eat delicious foods, but will involuntarily move to rotate and dance, or hand dancing. So I made the graphics into a rotating effect. The font is also made into flowing effect, as if in dance. This is the final rendering of the filter. And this is my critical reflection about emerging media. The first session of this project introduced the AR drawing software, and after the first class presentation, I was taught that I should be technology-oriented and use new technology to express the concept of well-being and happiness. After that, we were asked to try to make a GIF to express what things can make us thought it was interesting, that a motion graphic could better express the happiness I had in mind. But after I did the GIF, I find it was easiest and most straight way to go, but I want to get into some new technologies that I didn't know about, which I thought would be more challenging. I started to focus on 3D modeling. This project uses two new technologies, Nomad and Reality Composer. And this is my first time to came across these two new software while working on this project. My skills were not quite mature enough to do many of the effects, but I'm glad that through this project I was able to learn new skills and knowledge about it. And I will continue to work on this project to make more of my work 3D stereoscopic. This is bibliography. This is image reference and radio and internet radio reference. My presentation is done. Thank you so much for watching.